Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah. Old dirty Ghana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Whoa, yeah. Old dirty Ghana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Slapping away granny and pitney with impunity, like you are God Almighty. But that's not so. Oh no. I hope when your time comes, they show you no pity. Murder you just like you murder people on the street every day. Old dirty Ghana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Whoa, yeah. Old dirty Ghana boy. Your day is coming. Your day is coming.
Ring the alarm, another youth gone. Open up the scriptures, make we chant another psalm. Them dirty boy and not come. Them a worship fire. Killing all the baby we just born. Another song of tribulation. I come to sing too much bloodshed. Bloodshed on the rhythm. Them glorifying the gun thing. I teach the youth them gun sling. See another bother balling. We are one them.
Old dirty Ghana boy.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories for share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in a Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, just another regular day on our dearly beloved island home, the Rock, Jamaica. Boy, may I tell you, many are now weeping and mourning the loss of a loved one. Many mothers sit down somewhere right now, a ball and a abandoned belly, because they have lost a child to violence or to accident, whatever the case may be. The morticians, the persons running the funeral parlors, the dudes, the guys, the men where I make the caskets, are all happy for the new business. And as always, the knockings and clappings continues. So last night was one of them other night there where many people lose them 3 points right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. You see, my people, we have lost our way where we are no longer fearful of the Lord thy God, the sustainer of life, the man who giveth and taketh away life. We need to understand that we are now living in a time where we no longer turn to the Almighty Creator to seek His face, but more so we turn to the Guzo man, for seek, for get some sort of protection from. And the God ring is now the order of the day. So we have literally opened the gates of hell, and we have all welcomed death and destruction over our own lives. So this is our new norm. And some may say, boy, we want back Jamaica. We need it back to go back to the old days. But sad to say, I'm not for sure if that will ever happen. But one thing for sure, for it to get better, it agga get worse. Yeah, man. So last night, many has lost their lives. 11 to be exact to my knowledge. Could be more, but I know of 11 lost alive. 3 of the 11 was taken out by Officer Yeman Pick and team. And the other 8 were to the hands of the old dirty kind of boy them. So we are going to give you a quick rundown on the loss of lives. And then of course we are going to get into the meat of the matter. Now we are going to start with the fatal accident them. A youth lose him 3 points out of Bluefields, a place known as Cave in a Westmoreland. So. A youth known as Nikai Service, 18-year-old, is no longer among the land of the living. A next fatal accident go on in a Barrett town, right? Cinnamon Hill, so in a St. James. A brother identified as D'Angelo Russell, 35-year-old, said to be a bus driver, is no longer among the land of the living. So we're going to talk briefly about the knockings and clappings that caused some serious injuries to persons. So in a Magati, in a St. Elizabeth, down a dry river there, so 2 persons get caught up. Linara Mandez, 8 years old, and get caught up. Another female, a 22-year-old female, end up get caught up also. Both of them come from Dry River in St. Elizabeth. They were conned up and injured by unknown assailants. The next knockings and clappings incident go on in a Maypen Clarendon, a section known as Derby Terrace, where a brother identified as Ryan Brown was pounced upon by an armed criminal element. Him get conned up, but luckily for him, he's still among the land of the living. Now for the fatalities. Yeah, man. We're going to talk about the first one. We go on in a Balaclava in a Georges Valley in the said parish of St. Elizabeth, where a man identified as Kenry Facey, otherwise known as Bandulu, said to be 26 years old, end up lose 3 points. Him come from Georges Valley, to be exact. He was taken out in a hail of bullets by criminal elements. The Black River Police stated that they are presently investigating the knockings and clappings there. The next fatality go on all the way over there in the parish of St. Mary and Natobay, to be exact, where a man identified as Michael Lumley, otherwise known as Ital, 60 years old, senior citizen, end up lose 3 points. He was taken out by an armed criminal element traveling in a silver motor car. He was sitting at his gate and the man them just pull up and full him up. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough. Then the next one go on along North Street and Love Lane right there, so. And that is in the Kingston Central Police Division, where a man identified as Omar Anthony Shand, 33 years old, end up lose 3 points. The deceased was doing some repairs on his motor car when 2 men on a motorcycle ride up and just can him up, leaving him lifeless. So, that. Now we are going to talk about the two main set of knockings and clappings. So the first one that we are going to talk about in the morning here is the fact that Officer Yeman Pican team was deployed in the Clarendon Police Division last night. You don't know, from the Cherry Tree Lane mass knockings and clappings which took the life of 8 and the serious injury of about 10 Officer Yeman Pican team of it down there to keep the place under wraps. Now last night, a 3-year-old dirty kind of boy was among others who decided that them are going to take on the likes of Officer Yeman Pican team and was on the receiving end of some fatal bullet wounds. Yeah, man. So the police stated that the 3 men that was taken out by them during a firefight, a confrontation in Clarendon last night were wanted for various crimes to include murders and shooting. So it is reported that sometime around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a police team was conducting an operation along Hazard Drive in Maypen. And that is where they came under gun attack by criminal elements aboard a white Toyota Probox. The police stated that they returned fire and 3 men in the vehicle get caught up. They were all taken to the hospital, not in a bid to save them life, but more so for officially pronounce them, you know what, just to the books, just to the records. The police stated that they have launched a manhunt for other suspects who escaped from the vehicle. Now the 3 criminal elements will end up lose them 3 points has since been identified as Russian Latchman. He's known as Leng in the streets, said to be about 35 years old. Him come from a troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled place in a Clarendon known as Buckscommon in a Maypen. The second criminal element that was on the receiving end of them fatal bullets there has since been identified as Davian Bailey, 32 years old. Him come from in a Mineral Heights, another troubled, war-torn community in Maypen, Clarendon. And last but most definitely not the least, a criminal element identified as Romain Ferguson, otherwise known as Ruckus, 20 years old, come from Morgan's Pass that are up in a Chapelton Deso in Clarendon. So they were all fatally taken out by the police in a them white Toyota Probox. The police also stated that they recovered some firearms from that firefight. So right there and then, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. I will most definitely give us some updates about that triple fatal knockings and clappings in Clarendon in subsequent newscast. So now my peeps for the main stories. So it happened in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Kingston Eastern Police Division. Another mass knockings and clappings. So 7 get caught up and 5 of the 7 end up lose them 3 points in a hail of bullets. The other 2 is nursing some whole heap of caught up wounds all over their upper bodies in the hospital, hanging on to their life by a thread. So 5 confirm no longer among the land of the living, laying in the morgue on a block of ice. It took place in an attack on a gathering in a section of East Kingston known as Pleasant Hill. The same place that is popularly known as Warwicker Hill, but them a try to change the name for it not look so bad. Warwicker Hill to Pleasant Hill. Well, not pleasant up on the hill there, so. Yeah, man. And last night was most definitely a testament to see him. So it is in the general Rockford community in the Eastern Kingston Police Division. So preliminary reports indicate that the 5 were at a football match when armed men approached and opened gunfire. When the knockings and clappings subsided, 5 people were seen laying motionless on the ground. The event was reportedly being staged by one of the victims. At least one of those who lost their lives is believed to be a top-ranking gangster who recently returned to Jamaica after spending several years in the United States of America. So they are basically saying that they were surprised, residents in the community saying that they were surprised by this mass knockings and clappings after moves were being made to restore calm in the area after several years of tension between feuding gangs. Now that in itself is laughable. Why are any one of you out there even the least bit surprised? So now my peeps, make we get into the meat of the matter. So last night was the memorial for a one-time Dan, said to be the most favored Dan for a place known as Jarrett Lane, but the correct name is Jarrett Lane. This brother here presently on your screen identified as Gregory Thompson, but more popularly known in the East Kingston community for those who are old enough as Pala. And even if you're not old enough, when Pala was around, I'm pretty sure you grew up come hear about that infamous character. So his memorial was being held last night. So you don't know the whole of the Dans of all Dans and the little Queen of them, the little Nakis and Clappis and all who have name, who not have name, the regular members of Chant Public. Everybody, even members of the diaspora, wanted to be there to show them support for them one time done. And even if I know for them done, them still want to be there so they can rub shoulders with certain people and probably make some links and connections. So everybody I get ready for go at the memorial there. So I go on and now the 5 will end up lose for them 3 pints stand off at a certain section cause I know say the dads them. And them there I go on all one reasoning with some of them little knockis and clappis in the area. So among the 5 will end up lose them 3 pints is 2 top Dan and of course an Underboss, which is also a Dan. Now the first criminal element Dan what we are talking about is this brother here presently on your screen, Artavia Austin, but most of East Kingston know him as Mandez. Yeah man, 51-year-old, so you know say a long liver. Definitely a high-ranking member from the Oliver Road faction. Now this brother here is what I would consider a long liver because Mandez a bad from Fim Yai, them knee from back in a Tony Brown and George Flash days. So you know say a long time Mandez the boat. In fact, he was Tony Brown, top knockis and clappis back in a Fim days. And he used to be his personal driver also. So you know say Mandez a youth where set the ground in the bad man world and definitely have him name carved in a stone in regards to being a top tier gangster in the place in the Eastern Kingston community of Rockford. So I one of them stalwart, them cement theme thing in the place. Strong youth. Now the next top Dan we end up lose theme 3 pints. Definitely no stranger to On The Spot News Media. Definitely no stranger to those who have been tuning into this channel over the years. You must have seen where I did several vlogs back then about the infamous Base One gang. So the leader for that gang is another long liver, another big man. I'm not for sure of his exact age, but it's this man presently on your screen identified as John Dixon. Some people may know him as John Dalfy, but him are the reputed gang leader for Base One. So just by looking at the picture and from what I know personally, he's somewhere in his late 50s, early 60s. So this is the next top down we end up lose Fame 3 Pints. The Underboss, the third and upcoming Dan, is the son of Mandez. He has since been identified as this criminal element here, presently on your screen, Okiro Ortavia Austin, but more popularly known in the streets as Kiro, 29 years old. So as me always say, so the father, so the son. Pupa was a corner boy, see him so him come. So all of them stand up there, a whole a reasoning. The other two we end up lose for them 3 pints. I'm not for sure of their character, but once you're in at the immediate company of them type of man there, you have to be somebody with some sort of name in the game for you can in the immediate company of them 3 man there. You must be somebody in the criminal underworld. But we are going to figure out who they are and update you subsequently. So the next one to lose him 3 pints. I don't have a picture for him, but he has since been identified as Odane Joseph, otherwise known as Bones. Come from Upper Warwicker Hill or Pleasant Heights, as them may call it now. The next brother we end up lose for him 3 pints is Rossrick Thomas, otherwise known as Tennille. Him come from off of Oliver Road there so. So them 5 there end up lose for them 3 pints. Now, from the video that I saw, the person will carry out the attack there, person or persons will carry out the attack there, definitely had to be close to them, and I'm going to tell you why later down in the thing. Because a straight head can, all of them get straight head can. Probably 1 out of the 5 not get straight head can. So a straight close range, blam, 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 spread them out like a sheet. So as you all know, we can't share the video yes up on YouTube because definitely that not YouTube friendly. Neither is it Instagram friendly. So we are gonna just play the voice clippings from the actual incident so you can hear where I go on and just be like Michelangelo and just farm the graphic imagery in our mind. So listen. So what really go on and on, my peeps, is that Mandez live in America for the longest while. Him straight because him can go and come. He mostly go and seldomly come because him know say the place I run a certain type of way. So him come back in the place now and decide say him want to take over back the reins of Harbour Road where a Fame original stamping ground from back in the days. Him son, Kiro, warn him and say, yo, nobody come at up back the place because the place are kinda run under a certain order, and if you come back, come at up the place, it nah go down well with certain and certain man because oh you used to it the dynamics of the badness in the place change. Them young youth are now wall no meds and them now take no talk. And them arms up and strap. And them not afraid to come lick out your head back. Yeah, man. He never listened to him son. In fact, it is said that him and his son had a verbal turn, physical altercation in the full view of everyone. So the son decides, say, yo, Jano, father nah take no talk. And it seems as if him come back into the place and now for make man come pre me and slap me away. But as a father to a son and as a son to a father, him believe in him father because you don't know, say, him father set the thing from a longer time and him sister him father survive all of them big words. So him believe in him father, say him father have it all together. And of course, him still know the ground more than him father in the back of him head and say, yo, I know like one time the dynamics of the gangster world has changed. So, you have a youth who is said to be, well, not said to be, who is an escapee, a wanted criminal element from the Kingston Eastern Police Division. We are talking about this criminal element here, presently on your screen identified as Junior Carey, otherwise known as Whopper. Now Whopper are one of the young gen of them where want the power, hungry feet in the Eastern Kingston Police Division. So him decide say, him not take no talk from Mandez. In fact, he make the big man known as John Dixon know say, we not take no talk from Mandez. And because John Dixon base one, a long time bad man, and him know Mandez from back in the days. The two of them know as big man and big man sit down together and decide say, yo, them a go farm or forge an alliance in the place. The younger Nakis and Clappis them now say eye to eye with that. Because again, friends turn enemies and a whole heap of them young youth there lose them father, lose them big brother, lose them mother in the long-standing war between rival factions. So them youth there grow with a vengeance and decide to them not take no talk. So John Dixon, I make the man them know say, we got join with Mandez. The escapee, the criminal element, Whopper, sit down with some younger youth and devised a plan. So now the plan where them come up with is to get rid of all of the old time done them. Mandez, John, and the next one identified as Pretty. All three must go. So the opportunity presented itself last night and they took it. The difference is, my peeps, is that Whopper switch pan them and them never know say Whopper switch. So all of them stand up and a whole a reasoning. Whopper have some of fame young Nakis and Clappis them hide off close by, cause you don't know pa Pleasant Hill in a Warwick Hill full of little bush. So them man they close by and just wings off, camouflage, blend themselves with the surrounding and just wait. And then when Whopper pop off and start whop them loaded shot, bam, 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 the rest of ground Godzilla them raise up out of the ground and just start wet up the whole place. And I saw all five of them get fling down, lay down a ground, spread out like a sheet, no longer among the land of the living. So this just goes to show many things in the youths. That the whole trajectory, the whole dynamics of badness has changed. And them younger youth here, Nah take no telling. Them young youth here can't take no farmer taming. You can trust them as far as you can see them. And last night even proved that wrong because Whopper was right there in front of their very eyes and they did not even realize what was about to happen. So them never get for reach on Apollo Memorial because now a memorial will probably be held in the honor of John Dixon and also another long liver, Mandez. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. So now me can tell you, all hell break loose in Eastern Kingston in the general Rockford section. So be cautious of sections of Rockford such as Oliver Road, Pleasant Heights, more popularly known as Warwicker Hill, Teverington Road, Mall Road, Simpson Road, Warham Road, Johnson Avenue, Hill Crescent. Also watch out for sections of Mountain View Avenue and Jarrett Lane and Jakes Road. Because we don't know who I go take which side and where I go swing where. One thing me all know, I need to be aware and be prepared because the knockings and clappings continues. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.